It's Pete from Cheap Homesteading. We're getting ready to head out and cut a little bit of firewood. This is probably the worst possible time you can actually go out and cut firewood. The bugs are so bad, but I am so far behind. I need to cut a little bit of firewood. Last winter I got called out so much that I couldn't cut too much wood, and then the snow was so deep that I couldn't really haul the wood very well, so when I did get a chance to cut, it took me so much longer. So I have about half the wood I need cut. So we're gonna go and cut some dead standing ash, throw it in the trailer and keep hauling it out, and we're gonna see how much we can cut. I'm kinda hoping for at least 2 cord, but you know, we'll just have to see. So let's go. We're gonna start off by cutting up some of the wood I was cutting for sap. I have a few piles around, so we're just gonna cut them up. That old tree we're gonna cut down, and hopefully we can find a few more trees around. You know, the bugs are horrible, but I put a bunch of bug spray on, which I hate putting on. That stuff's meant to kill bugs, so it probably isn't that good for you. But you have to weigh out the pros and cons, and the pros are it's going to try to keep the ticks off you, and it's going to try to keep these mosquitoes at bay, which there has been West Nile around here in the last little while. Would really prefer not to get that for sure. Today we're going to use the Husqvarna 372XP clone made by Holzfforma. It's called the G372. You know, me and this saw had a rocky start at first, but man, I love this saw. It's got tons of power and I'm super happy with it. Before I came out, I adjusted the carburetor a little bit to the rich side because the last time I ran it was in the middle of the winter, and the saw really isn't broken in yet, so I still want to run it a little bit rich anyways. Now let's go cut some wood. Okay, so there's a few nice sized dead ash here. There's one there, one there, one there, and another one in here. So we're gonna cut them down, and that should fill out the trailer, and then we will probably find another spot. That was going really good until I hit that rock. Now it doesn't cut nothing. The mosquitoes love this stoppage of work. It seems like when the chainsaw is running, I think the smoke mixes them up a bit. I am going to try to just, ooh, that's warm. Need gloves. I don't even know if I have gloves. Need a rag. Okay, so I'm just going to touch this up. I really ground that on that stone before I knew that it was hitting the stone. I don't know, I can't believe I forgot my gloves. Feels like it's sharp on the edge. Oh, the mosquitoes are horrible. I just brushed up the tooth. It's a brand new chain, so I'm hoping I don't have to pull down the rakers too much. If it still doesn't cut, I'll have to knock down the rakers a little bit. It doesn't cut as good as it did before I hit the stone, but it's reasonable. We'll load up this trailer, I'll bring it back, and I'll try to sharpen it with the other sharpener. I had about enough with this thing not cutting. So I came back to the shop and I'm using the Princess Auto 12 volt chain sharpener. We're just gonna touch it up quick. Okay, I'm just going to take down the rakers a few strips. Okay, so there you go, we're back in business. Man, the saw is running awesome. We're gonna load up this trailer load and then go back. But we are just flying through this. That should be a cord now. Okay, let's load her up. I really enjoy spending some time out here. The bush has a different smell in the spring. It's like a floral smell, and it's just everywhere. And it's kind of weird, you don't see any flowers, but it's the trees blooming and everything. The things you can't see. And it's just a great time to be out here. The mosquitoes are awful, and if you want to know how to not get bit when you're in the bush, don't stop. Running the chainsaw is one of the things that every mosquito disappears after you start running the chainsaw. I don't know what it is. It's the 2-cycle oil or what it is burning, but they're gone. So if you run the chainsaw, haul some wood, run the chainsaw, haul some wood, you won't get too many bites anyways. So there you go, I'm about done for the day. That's about 2 cord I hauled out, cut and split and piled. So I'm pretty much finished. I gotta go home and cut the grass before we have to go out. And you know what? That Holzfforma chainsaw is awesome. It is running really good. I'm thinking by the end of the summer I am going to do another review video on it about just how it ran and how I like it. But my goodness, that pretty much up till now, that has been the best thing I've ever purchased around here. It's just an awesome saw. So that's about enough for today, and you guys have a good one.